Welcome to tonight's game. The Cabot Panthers are taking on the Bryant Hornets. Last week, both teams won their previous contest. Tristan, I know you said in the Panther Forum that in order to win tonight's game, the Cabot Panthers need to make some big-time stops on defense. But when you say big-time stops, what specifically are you talking about? Are you talking about some interceptions? Are you talking about some third down stops? Are you talking about some big-time open field tackles to really limit anything from getting going for the Bryant Hornets?
Well, those things will be great, Tristan, but really we just got to create some pressure on the quarterback. I mean, our defensive line featuring Chase Gibson, Hayden Matthews, Mason Wade, they've just got to get to the quarterback.
And our offensive starters tonight, the quarterback, as usual, is Tyler G. The tailback is Graham Turner. The three wide receivers are DeKyra Rudolph, Jake Mounty, and Tanner Wilson. The offensive line looks like this. At left tackle, you got Kobe Thompson. At left guard, you got Patrick Shiren. At center, you got Bo Ferguson. At right guard, you got Forrest Chandler. Right tackle, Sam McLaughlin. And at tight end, you got Gage Morrow. Tristan, as we were awaiting kickoff just under 10 minutes beforehand, if you're a team captain for the Panthers and you go out on that field and you win the toss, first of all, what do you elect to pick on the coin toss? Do you do heads or do you do tails? Because I know that you say tails never fails.
Well, tails never fails, Tristan, so I'm going out there, I'm picking tails.
Well, okay. You pick tails and you win. Are you deferring to the second half or do you want the ball now?
I want the ball now. I want to create that momentum early.
6:52 here. Just about 8:52 left until kickoff. It's a nice night out tonight in Cabot. It's 55 degrees. Forecast calls for some showers. However, everybody here at Panther Stadium are excited to see their Cabot Panthers come out and win tonight's football game. Everybody at home, I know you're probably watching instead of coming to the game so you can keep dry or whatever you're doing. We're glad that you're tuned in tonight. Tonight's theme here at Panther Stadium is Pink Out Night, supporting breast cancer. And I want to give a special shout out to former Cabot Freshman Academy principal that passed away a couple years ago, Miss Blaine. Miss Blaine played a big impact on my life at the Freshman Academy, and I hope her family's doing well since her passing, and I hope she's walking the streets of gold in heaven. Tristan, who's going to have a big-time game? I know usually we see big-time games from Tyler G, Kyle Rudolph, or Graham Turner, but if you had to pick one person on the offense or defensive side, who's having the big game tonight?
Well, I'm thinking the big game tonight, it's got to be DeKyra Rudolph. I mean, he's just an absolutely sensational player and a great weapon for us.
Well, however, you may say the offensive side of the ball, but on the defense side of the ball, I'm going with either Jaden Riles or Carson Attaway. Carson Attaway having some great tackles this season, really preventing scores, really preventing some passing yards, and I'm just ready to see what our defense can do tonight. The high-powered offensive Bryant is coming into this game undefeated. You got to know they have some confidence coming into this game as they're the top team in our division, but they've never seen nothing like this Cabot defense. This Cabot defense is prime and ready. They're hungry to get something going here tonight, and there's no doubt in my mind that the Cabot defense will make a big statement here tonight and limit the Bryant offense to only 14 points tonight.
Well, Bryant does come in averaging over 40 points a game, so it will be a tall task for the Panthers, but I believe we can handle it.
Just got to limit those open field passes on the defensive side of the ball, really play the great coverage that I know this defense can do. And on the offensive side of the ball, they just need to get the ball downfield to DeKyra Rudolph, to Jake Mounty, to Brandon Jay, to Tanner Wilson, and just have that offensive line really hold their blocks and just keep everything good for Tyler G while he can make that throw. Or, as we've seen some this season, he can make the run. He can keep himself scrambled out of the pocket and get the first down, as we've seen many teams come here and play Cabot to do. They've really had the mobile quarterback game going strong for them. Everybody's fired up here tonight in Panther Stadium. The band's playing wild. The cheerleaders and dance team are going wild. As everybody's really feeling the electrifying energy here and they're getting ready for tonight's game. Tristan, I made my prediction for the game. What is your prediction for the game?
A Cabot Panther victory.
Any score prediction?
Any score prediction? Well, Tristan, I believe the Panthers will win this game 32-21.
As you said, that they're averaging over 45 points a game. It's a tall task,
It's a tall task, but the Panther defense can handle it.
there's no doubt in my mind that they can do it. It's 5 minutes, 17 seconds left to go until kickoff here. Still waiting for the teams to take the field here. What a season we've had, Tristan. We've won all of our games in convincing fashion. The only 2 losses we have on the season is to Conway in the Centennial Bank Bowl and to the Catholic Rockets at War Memorial. That was a great game to call. Is it possible that Cabot wins the rest of their games this season?
Well, it certainly is possible, Tristan. But we've got a tall task ahead of us tonight.
We certainly do. If Cabot wins tonight, is there a doubt in your mind that we will make the playoff?
Well, if Cabot can get a win tonight, I am almost certain we will see the Panthers in the playoffs.
Still waiting the teams to take the field here as the referees are taking the field. Just about 4 minutes, 15 seconds left till the game starts, I should say. And so the team captains for Bryant are on the field, and here comes the team captains for Cabot. Some big linemen coming out to do the coin toss. That offensive line is scary on the Cabot Panthers offensive side of the ball. That old line's scary. Like I said before, you got names like Patrick Shiren, Bo Ferguson, Forrest Chandler, just some of the names. But you look at their height. Forrest is 6 foot. Patrick is 6'2". Bo's 5'10". He's the shortest one of them all. But when it comes to who can get the best push out there, there's no doubt in my mind that this senior offensive line can really do some damage.
They certainly can, Tristan, and now the captains are headed out for the coin toss.
The captains for the Panthers are 52 Hunter Griffin, 57 Samuel Warren, 32 Caleb Kenning, and number 98 on the Cabot Panthers. For the Cabot Panthers, that is Hunter Horka. They're shaking up here. Tristan, are you excited for tonight's game?
I am excited for tonight's game, Tristan.
It's going to be a exciting game, Tristan.
It's going to be a heck of a matchup.
Most certainly is. Going to see a lot of Cabot Panther. It's going to be a lot of Cabot Panther first downs, some touchdowns, some field goals, some good gains of yards, some interceptions, some fumble recoveries, some sacks, some tackle for losses. It's going to be a very fun game here tonight, especially with the turf being as wet as it is from the rain that we've experienced today. It's going to be a good old clean, good old-fashioned dirty game of football.
It's great weather for some Friday night lights.
Here in Cabot, Arkansas. Tristan, as we get ready here, what's going to be, how does Cabot score first? Do they go to Kyra Rudolph? Do they go Graham Turner up the middle? Does Tyler G keep it himself? Do they go to Tanner Wilson, Jake Mowdy, or Braden J? Who gets that first touchdown to draw first blood?
Well, it's certainly unpredictable, Tristan. We have a ton of great weapons, as you said. Graham Turner, Dakara Rudolph, Jake Mowdy, Tanner Wilson, Gage Morrow, even Tyler G. Could be any one of them.
And here come the Panthers as they're just ready to swat those Hornets. Your Cabot Panthers are taking the field here. Leading by the amazing flag crew. The Bryant Hornets did also take the field during the time of Cabot taking the field. Everybody's on their feet applauding their 5-2 Cabot Panthers because they know that tonight's going to be a great game, a good football game here. And everybody knows that when it gets settled and everything gets ready, the Panthers are going to get ready to take down the Bryant Hornets. Tristan, is Cabot going to take the ball here, or are they kicking off?
Well, it looks like we're about to send off the kickoff unit here, Tristan. Or the kicking unit, I should say.
Kickoff return units on the field.
I was right the first time.
This is like we were talking pregame, talking about how this game was going to go. So far, I'm right. I said that the Panthers were going to get the ball, return it. All I need now is for Braden J to get the ball and get it to the 30-yard line.
Garrett Freeman back there as well.
29 for the Bryant Hornets is out there to kick off. That's Brock Funk. Kick is away. It's going to be returnable at about the 10-yard line. Breaks through one. He almost breaks through two, and he's at about the 30-yard line, Tristan.
That's Garrett Freeman on the return there.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 for your Cabot Panthers at the 28-yard line. Panther offense, Tristan, what are we going to do first? We're going to throw the ball, we're going to run it.
Well, I think we're going to set up the running game early, Tristan.
It's exciting. Cairo is lined up, and he only has one man on him. That would be number 1, Derek Rose. Single back formation is the Panthers. Sends a man in motion here. We'll snap it. Runs the split option. We'll just pitch it to Graham Turner. Graham Turner just has gained about 5 on the play. He'll be down about the 23-yard line. Be 2nd and 6 here. Are we going to see Graham Turner run more of the inside running game, or are we going to see Graham Turner run more of the outside running game here tonight?
Well, it could be either one. We started off with the outside, but I would not be surprised if we went back inside.
Shoes. There it is. There's Graham Turner going into the inside. You are right, Tristan. There's a lot of emotions in tonight's game. You got to expect that the Bryant defensive line is down there talking a little bit of smack to the O-line to get in their heads mentally, since Bryant is in enemy territory here. This is Cabot's first test, however, with a great opponent. G will drop, rolls out of the pocket, looks for a receiver, gets a good block. He's going to throw it over. He's going to throw it, and that's just going to be incomplete. Intended for number 4, Jake Mowdy. So we'll be 4th down here for the Panthers.
And it looked like at the beginning of that play there, the receiver may have slipped up. May have been the cause
of that incompletion.
Oh, regardless, that was a good first drive for the Panthers here. As our punting unit is on the field here. Our slow punt that was. Great field position for Bryant to start off tonight's game. They'll be down at about the 44-yard line. As the Cabot defense takes the field here, the two guys that I'm expected to have the biggest game on the defense side of the ball, Jaden Riles and Carson Attaway.
Two great players in the secondary.
Great tackling game in Carson Attaway. Great interception game in Jaden Riles. Bryant Wilson, a man in motion here. Hands the ball off. He'll be rushed by number 35 on the Bryant Hornets. That's Ahmed Adams.
He is a big power back, Tristan.
Quarterback is Austin Ledbetter. Two 6'1" guys there in the backfield, Tristan. That's pretty big boys there to play quarterback and running back. To be second out here for the Hornets is Ledbetter. Drops back, looks. He's rushed, and woo, that was a low hit. What a great hit there that was for the Panthers.
Great defense there. Way to limit that play from getting some extra yards.
So it'll be third and 5 here for the Hornets here. So there's 9:47 left to go in the first quarter of play here. Ledbetter sends a band of motion. He will hand it off to, once again, what a stop that was for the Cabot Panthers. What a great third down stop that was. As here comes the Bryant punting unit. Man, Tristan, that was a great first defensive job for the Panthers as they limited this averaging 40 points offense to nothing on the first drive of the game.
That was great pressure from the Cabot defense there. Great way to start the game.
Oh, that was almost a blocked punt as the flag will come out.
The punter was hit there.
Something you can't do in football, not on one left. We'll probably have to re-punt it here, or they will add it on to the return yards. They will take it away from there. So it will be a roughing the punter here, call on the return team.
Just an unfortunate penalty there, as that'll send back out the Cabot defense.
Well, man, it's not it's an obvious call. A game for the Panthers.
It's
Tristan.
a huge game for the Panthers.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 for Bryant here after the penalty. Ledbetter will hand the ball off once again. Just grabs the face mask of the defender.
That's
Kiahi.
Kiahi on the tackle there.
Yeah, he was after him on the play there. So Adams on the run once again.
He was unable to gain any yards there.
Well, Adams did grab the face mask on the run. Panther fans were not happy after that no call. Ledbetter will send a man in motion here. Low snap, he will drop back, looks, and throws it to the outside. That is caught by number 8 for the Hornets. That is Jake Meters.
Jake Meters with the first reception of the game.
8:11 here left in the first quarter of play. Both teams are still scoreless. Tristan, I want to go back to that run. Do you think that Adams should have got called for the face mask, or is that a clean stiff arm?
Well, it was close. His hand did appear close to the face mask, but in the end, it's the referee's decision.
That's true. We can't argue with the referee. Ledbetter is still at quarterback here. Snaps it. We'll hand the ball off to Adams. Adams up the middle, and he will have the first down for the Hornets. 8:05 left to go here in the first quarter play. Bryant will get a new set of downs after the run from Adams. Ball be at about the 17-yard line. Tristan, do you think the Bryant Hornets are going to score on this drive, or do you think the Panthers will come up with something to limit them to 3?
Well, I think the Panthers are going to come up with the stop here.
Ledbetter will drop back, looks, and he is almost wrapped up and sacked in the backfield. And there will be a false start penalty on the Hornets, so that will be 5 yards back. What a great turn of events there for the Panthers. The offensive line just may have got scared from the Cabot defensive line and just jumped early to protect their quarterback.
They were certainly coming there, Tristan.
So it will be 1st and 15 here for the Hornets after the false start penalty. Ball is now on the 22-yard line. 7:31 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Ledbetter just maybe seeing he's something he does not like here. He would drop back, rolls out of the pocket, looks, he was throwing, and that is almost intercepted, but it is broken up. What a great pass breakup that was by the Panther defense.
That was Kyle McIntyre breaking up the pass there, Tristan.
Kyle McIntyre's had some great interceptions this season too. .7:12 left. It'll be 2nd and 15, still on the 22-yard line for the Hornets. Ledbetter, the low man in the back of the rear. He steps up, throws, and that will be intercepted. What an interception that was for Cabot. That was a great interception. He's still on his feet. He's still going. And the flag is down. That is Preston Kiahi. What an interception by Preston Kiahi. Way to go, Preston. That is a great interception to get for your defense.
That was a great way to read the quarterback's eyes there, Tristan. Great play by Kiahi.
That's a great interception there. That is what we'd like to see, Tristan. That was a decent return on it too, Tristan.
Actually, it may appear that Jaden Riles did come up with the interception, but Kiahi ended up with the ball there.
Well, either way, it was a great interception by the Cabot defense, and if it was Jaden Riles, what a great interception. What another great interception by Riles that he's had this season. And you're probably right because it was intercepted, but the ball did come out, and I think Kiahi did recover it. So Jaden Riles did come up with the interception, but Preston Kiahi did come up with the fumble recovery. So it'll be a 1st and 10 on the Cabot's on 10-yard line. G will drop back, looks to throw it. He throws it too. Oh, that is just underthrown there.
Looked like he was looking for Gage Morrow there.
It's the time you want a brand new football because you know it could be wet from all the turf saturation that the turf did receive here today because it did rain all day, Tristan. Tyler G needs a good grip to, slung the ball down the field. Be 2nd and 10 for the Cabot Panthers. 6:57 left to go. G will fake the handoff. He looks and he will throw it. It'll be broken up by number 27 on the Hornets.
That's Kyle Knox on the breakup. He was looking for Dakara Rudolph there.
Well, Knox was kind of all over DeCairo on the play there.
Could have been pass interference.
Could have been, but we can't argue with the referee's decision. So it'll be 3rd and 10 here for the Panthers. 6:54 left here in the first quarter of play. Bet you we're going to see a big-time pass to DeCairo Rudolph. Here's G looks. He will just throw the running back screen here. This will be a 4th down here for the Panthers. Punting unit will come out on the field here.
Turner tried to get to the outside there, just unable to break away.
Well, we're giving it back to the Bryant offense, but Tristan, like you said in the forum, and like you said earlier here tonight, the defense needs to make some stops. Well, we got one stop. The offense wasn't able to capitalize on the stop, but all we got to do is go back out and do it again. There's no doubt in my mind that we can get something going here early to really get some shaking up Hornets. As the punt was blocked.
That one's going to sail out of the end zone.
Be a safety. No, excuse me, it will be a touchback.
Oh, no, it is a safety.
It is a safety. After the block punt, the Panthers do give up 2 points. So the punting unit will come back out on the field here, Tristan.
This will be a safety punt. This will be just a safety punt here, Tristan. Looks like Jared Whitman will take over the punting duties.
Punting duties, he's going to kick the ball off.
Well, he's going to take over the kicking duties.
He certainly is, Tristan. Kick is a squib. He squibbed it. Almost dropped it there. Would have been a muff. 2 flags come out. That was returned by, it looked to be number 81 for the Hornets.
It's going to be Gage Stark on the return.
Flags come out and maybe clipping on the Bryant Hornets. Be a block in the back on the Hornets. So we'll back him up here after the block in the back call.
.606 left in the first quarter of play.
Score is still 2-0. So the Hornets will come out on offense here after the safety and after the block in the back call. Ledbetter will throw it. Oh, as Adams does have the ball, he's just lit up, taken out of bounds there.
It's Carson Attaway on the tackle there.
What a man Carson Attaway is. That's certainly someone I wouldn't want to meet when I'm running full speed to get in the end zone.
Attaway certainly is a heavy hitter.
He can lay you out cold. I better will call for a snap here. He will hand it off once again to Adams. Adams, round 1 or round 2. He's just right around the right side. Chase Gibson with the tackle. Well, Adams getting around big here. Defense is probably getting tired of chasing him. Got to keep that fatigue and stamina down. Be against Cabot.
That is not a good sight to see.
It's giving Bryant all kinds of chances here tonight to get something on the board.
That will advance Bryant into the red zone.
Like I said, just giving Bryant all the chances in the world tonight. I better will snap. Hands off to Adams once again. Adams around the right side, and he's just brought down. Adams will take it inside the 5 to the 4. Be a first and goal here for the Bryant Hornets.
Looks like it's actually going to be 2nd down and 3.
So it's 2nd and goal. Ledbetter will throw it. Ball just could have slipped out of his hands there.
So Little to the outside. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the first quarter of play.
Be 3rd and goal here for the Bryant Hornets. The Panther fans are getting fired up here, really rumbling in the stands. We can feel it here.
They're getting fired up, Tristan.
Bryant Hornets are looking to score here. Ledbetter will roll out of the pocket. He has nowhere to go. He throws it, and that'll be caught. That is a Bryant touchdown.
That's Trevon Heron on the touchdown reception there for Bryant.
Trevon Heron with the touchdown catch. So the Hornets will go up. Oh, they're going for two here. They're trying to go up 10-0 here. It's in the man of motion. Ledbetter will take the handoff. He throws it, and that he's just wide open. That is caught for two.
It's number 84, Hayden Schrader, wide open there.
So we'll be 10-0 Bryant.
With 5:10 left in the first quarter.
So Cabot will get the ball back here. Nothing to panic about. There's still a lot of football left. Just got to find somebody open, get a route that will get somebody open to get the ball into open field to score and get some points on the board for your offense.
Here we go. Bryant getting ready to kick here. Freeman and Jay back to return.
Down 10-0 to defense. The Cabot defense has been stingy to not really allow anything, but sometimes when flags come out and this referees are calling penalties, and there's nothing mainly you could do but to try to prevent those penalties. As that was a good return there for Cabot. He's down at about the 25-yard line. The offense will come back out on the field, Tristan. Do you think we're going to see some more airing the ball out to Kyle Rudolph, or do you think we're going to just see more runs?
Well, we could see a little bit of both here, Tristan, as we just try to get something going on the offensive side.
Well, the coaches are talking to the offense, telling them what they want to do, what they want to see, what they want to get done. Kyler Carmack just lines up a receiver. That's somebody that Cabot needs to go to, needs to get in the open field because he has the speed to get in the end zone if he's open, just like Cairo does. So we hand it off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner just tackled as a flag does come out after the tackle.
Good run there by Turner, but this one may be coming back.
It could be a hold block in the back, or it could be something on the Panthers. Be holding on the Panthers.
It'll be a 10-yard penalty.
So still be first down here for the Panthers. So Cabot is back deep in their own territory here. Tristan, is this the time that Tyler G needs to air the ball out to get something downfield?
Well, we don't need to rush it right out of the gate here. We're only down 10-0, but eventually we will have to throw the ball down the field.
It's better late than never. Got to get something going. Got to get some momentum back to your offense, back to your defense, so they can continue the stingy play they've had so far tonight. As G will drop back, Luke steps up in the pocket, throws it, and that will be almost intercepted, but he did drop it. That will be almost intercepted by number 21 for the Hornets, Xavier Foote.
It's actually number 27, Kyle Knox, breaking up the pass there.
After that failed interception, he did do push-ups to punish himself for not catching the ball.
Just upset with himself there. Thought he should have had it.
As it'll be second down here for the Panthers offense.
Be 2nd and 20 here. 4 minutes and 54 seconds left.
G will drop back once again. Great protection for the offensive line. That was a deep ball landed up there. That's caught by Colin Cormack. That's caught by Colin Cormack. Colin Cormack does catch it, but the referees will wave it off.
He was just unable to corral that one. It was bobbling around. Great coverage there.
Caught by Colin Cormack, but he couldn't maintain possession going down to the ground. So the referees do wave it off. Incomplete. Be third down here for the Panthers.
.447 left now in the first quarter of play. It'll be 3rd down and 20.
So after an almost interception and an incomplete pass, do you keep throwing it? Yes, you do. And that'll be thrown to Colin Cormack. Colin Cormack does get a good block, and he's just made helmet-to-helmet contact there. So it'll be a 4th down as the punting unit will come out on the field here for the Panthers.
There's nothing really going so far for this Cabot offense. Hopefully they can pick it up as the game progresses. Punting unit now out once again. Hoping for punt away this time and not a blocked. And this one is away.
Good punt there. Was returnable, but the ball would just bounce. Give a good bounce for the Panthers as the Hornets will take over at about the 47, 48-yard line for the Hornets. Oh, no, excuse me. It'll be about the 32-yard line. Looking at the wrong thing. My apologies. It's a great punt there for Cabot.
Hopefully the defense can keep that momentum after that punt.
Hopefully Carson Alway can get his first interception of the season here and return it for a touchdown.
Well, anybody getting an interception here would be great, as we hope to keep the pressure on Bryant.
A little better. We'll just sweep the ball to handle, and that is a holding.
That definitely should be holding there, Tristan.
Definitely should be. Be a holding there on the Bryant Hornets as they will get moved back there.
With 4 minutes and 20 seconds left now in the first quarter of play. Bryant still up 10-0 over the Cabot Panthers. His first down and 26 after the penalty.
Ball will be on the 15-yard line. Ledbetter, the low man in the backfield here for the Hornets. As he drops back, looks for a pass. He steps up in the pocket. He keeps it himself. Looks like there was a hold back in the backfield. A reminder, there would not be a hold back in the backfield. So it'll be 2nd down here for the Hornets after the first and very long here. 4:13 left here. Ball on the 33-yard line.
It will now be 2nd and 8 for the Hornets.
Do you think the Hornets are scared to throw the football after the interception by Jaden Rouse?
Well, they very well might be, but I wouldn't be surprised if they come out and throw it.
Ledbetter will, after the low snap, throw it, and that's just over the receiver's head. That was intended for number 6 of the Hornets.
Joseph Young, the intended receiver there. That was almost intercepted by middle linebacker Justin Underwood, just above his head there.
Be a big-time 3rd down here early on in tonight's game for the Panther defense.
Panthers certainly looking to make a stop here.
Certainly are, Tristan. Ledbetter is the only man in the backfield. He's got 5 wide here. As they are coming after him, and he throws it, and that will be caught wide open. Is taken out by the legs there. Be a first down there for the Hornets. Ledbetter probably saw the blitz coming, and he knew he would have a man wide open in the flats there.
He got it away quickly to Jake Meters there.
Now it'll be first down. This one's going to be handed up to Adams. He's headed to the outside here. Cuts back to the inside.
He did score there, but it looked like he might have stepped out of bounds. So Bryant will go up 16-0. 3:44 left to go in the first quarter play. So they are going for the PAT this time and not going for two.
And Funk will convert the PAT here.
So far, this game's been mainly all Bryant. 17-0 or 16-0. Hornets. The Panthers offense will get the ball back. No, it is 17-0 after the PAT. We faced some mobile quarterbacks all year long. It's usually been the weakness point of our defense. So Bryant looks to continue their momentumous role against people. They not allow that many points here, home or away. The kick is underway here. It is returnable. Be fielded at about the 5-yard line. Freeman across the 15. He'll be wrapped up, swallowed, and dropped. So the Panther offense is coming back out on the field here.
They're going to be looking for any source of momentum here on this drive. With 3:38 left in the first quarter of play, Bryant is up 17-0 over the Panthers.
So the Panthers will have the ball here, taking the field, their next possession here with the football. Yeah, the 25-yard line, 3:38 left, 17-0 is still your score. G drops back, looks, throws it. They'll be caught. Number 4,
That's Jake Mowdy on the reception.
be caught by Jake Mowdy there. It's be 2nd and 5 here for the Panthers. 3 minutes and counting here. Fakes the handoff. G will throw it over the middle. That is caught by Tanner Wilson. Tanner Wilson will have it, and he's dropped at about almost at midfield here.
Great route there by Wilson. It looks like the Cabot offense is starting to gain some momentum here.
Something that the Panthers offense needs to get is the momentum. So that will be a first down for the Panthers. .250 left to go here in the first quarter play. Bryant up 17-0. They're going to the out formation, Tristan. You know what happens when Cabot goes to that out formation. We usually throw the ball deep to the Cairo. Taylor Wilson is the man in motion here. This will be a flag, so it'll be a false start. Number 45 on the Bryant defensive line is just showboating there. Be Austin Bailey showboating there after the flag. But yeah, false start on the Cabot Panther offense.
That'll back him up 5 yards here.
So it'll be 1st and 15 here for the Panthers.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter of play.
Ball is on the 41-yard line. I formation here for Cabot. Fakes the handoff. No, they will hand the ball off. Graham Turner up, and he's about where the Panthers were before the penalty.
That'll make it about 2nd and 9 here.
With the Panthers, 2 minutes left to go here in tonight's football game, or tonight's first quarter of the game. Back of that I formation is Cabot. Sends the man in motion. G will fake the handoff. He drops back, looks, throws it deep with this one. That is going to be caught. No, that is just incomplete. The fans are looking for the pass interference call.
Kyle Knox was all over Tanner Wilson there.
As there is a flag down. So that will be a penalty on the Bryant Hornets. It will move the Panthers up. So here we go here. Be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. A minute 39 left here at the 43-yard line. G will keep it himself. Breaks away from one defender. He keeps it himself. He runs. And, ooh, what a tackle that was there by number 88 on the Bryant defense.
That's Cottrell Wallace on the tackle there.
Looked like he tackled him by the neck. Be 2nd and 4 here for the Panthers. Minute 13 left here in the first quarter of play. Got to get a score on the board to really keep some momentum here for your defense. G calls for the snap. We'll hand the ball off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner is just met by a brick wall of offense and defensive linemen. So we'll be a timeout for Bryant. So we'll be right back after the timeout is over. It is 17-0, 47 seconds left to go in the first quarter of tonight's first quarter play. Go Panthers. We're back here. 47 seconds left in the first quarter of play. G will send a man in motion here. He rolls out of the pocket. He looks. He throws it, and that'll be incomplete there.
He's looking for Dakara Rudolph there.
Be 4th down here for the Panthers.
Looks like the Panthers will go for it.
What a call here for the Panthers. That's a high snap there. G will roll it back deep in the pocket. He throws it deep. That'll be tipped. So Cairo was the intended receiver on the play. Cairo looked for a flag there, Tristan. Did you? I don't know if you saw him or not, but after G threw that ball, it looked like they got a little too physical down there covering Cairo, and it looked like Cairo got shoved in the back. Cairo just kind of looked for the flag like, hey, where's the flag? I just got pushed in the back. Or do you not see the pass interference? But regardless of the call, it will be a 1st and 10 for the Bryant Hornets after the failed 4th down.
There was quite a bit of contact there, Tristan, but Bryant will take over.
A little better. Will fake the handoff here. Throws it over the middle. That's going to be caught by the Bryant Hornets. And he is still on his feet. And he's going to be gone here if Cabot cannot catch up to him. They'll shove him out of bounds here.
Looks like he actually ended up in the end zone there. That's Joseph Young on the reception there.
So it'll be 23-0 here with 20 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play. Bryant has all the momentum here in tonight's game so far. Extra point is up and is good for the Bryant Hornets. So they'll be up 24-0 with 20 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Tristan, if you're Coach Reed, I know you got to be down on the sideline furious at your guys for letting the score get gone so far. If you're Tyler G or Kyle Rudolph, what do you tell your offense to keep their minds in the game and not worried about the score and not worried about the potential blowout that Bryant is trying to get here tonight?
Well, you just got to tell them at this point, let's just hit the reset button. The game's 0-0. We just got to get some points on the board, get that momentum back.
Return team is out on the field for the Panthers. Don't forget, Tristan Bryant has been able to play with a mercy roll for those 7 opponents already.
Well, hopefully we do not see that tonight.
This kick is underway. That is a high, booming kick. Returnable. Looked to be about the same spot here. Turned it last time.
It's Braden J on the return this time.
So Bryant's not really having too many mistakes here. The Panthers offense will come out for another drive here. Tristan, what's Cabot going to do on this drive to maybe put some points on the board?
Well, first of all, we just got to get on the Bryant side of the field. We have not seen much of it all game in the start of this first quarter here. Just got to get the ball across that 50.
That's true. Getting the ball across 50 is key to win a football game. G keeps it, rolls out in the pocket, pump fakes 3 times, throws it. That'll be nobody is there. Well, at number 7 was holding Kyler Carmack. That's defended by Tamarian Wilson for the Bryant defense.
He was looking for Carmack there. A little out of reach, maybe some contact from the Bryant defender there.
You're always going to have contact if you're playing man-on-man coverage or you're trying to get the ball away, but you got to be careful not to have too much contact or could you end up in a pass interference penalty as Graham Turner will keep it. Graham Turner tries to break one, maybe does break another one as he's down.
It looks like that will be the end of the first quarter. The Bryant Hornets up 24-0 on the Cabot Panthers.
As Tristan Bates said, the end of the first quarter has arrived. So when the start of the second quarter comes, we'll start back, but we're gonna go take a break at the end of the first quarter. Your scores, Bates did say 24-0 Bryant. Two back here for the second quarter start. G will run out of the pocket here. Looks, throws it deep. That will be overthrown. His intended receiver was DeCarlo Rudolph here. So it'll be another fourth down here for the Panthers. So punting unit is on the field here for the Panthers, Tristan. What's something that the Panthers offense needs to do to get some points on the board before the mercy rule does take effect?
Oh, and this punt's going to be muffed here, leaving Bryant in great field position.
11:50 here, just the start of the second quarter. Bryant will have some more great field position, Tristan, as they take over at about maybe the 9-yard line. Be a first and goal for Bryant after the high snap for the punt. Well, better will call for the snap here. Hands it off. Rumble Bumma stumbling is Adams. Adams just got a gain of maybe 2 on the play.
Adams will take this one down inside the 10 now.
The Bryant offense is just being slow, really wearing out the Panthers' defense here. Little better, we'll hand it off to Adams once again. Adams finding a hole. He's still going. Has a sea of red on him. He's brought down. It'd be third and goal here. Be a great way to get some momentum early to start the second quarter if the Cabot defense can stop the Bryant offense from scoring another touchdown.
This may be the biggest third down of the game so far for the Cabot Panther defense here.
10:50 left to go here in this first half of play. We'll hand it off to Adams once again. Adams is just wrapped up in the backfield. What a great stop that was by the Cabot Panther defensive line.
Hunter Horka making the tackle there.
There's a really good tackle there by Hunter Horka to get some momentum here. It is 4th and 7. The field goal unit will come on the field for Bryant. Hornets are looking to go up 27-0 here with 10:09 left to go in the first half. Kick is up and the kick is good. It'll be 27-0 Bryant. So after the great third down stop there by Hunter Horka, the Hornets do kick the field goal to go up 27-0 with 10:04 left to go in the first half of play. The Bryant Hornets will be kicking the ball off back to the Panthers. Tristan, is it time that we see some what I like to call second half magic from the Panthers, where the Panthers really have some great football, great football action going after the second halftime, going into the second half?
Well, we might need some of that second half magic here now in the second quarter. So we've got to get some points on the board.
We do. We do. 10:04, as I said. Kick is away. Returnable kick. Eyes returnable there. He just runs into his own blocker there. And that was some after the whistle contact. Where's the flag?
The Panthers fans certainly are looking for a flag here. A little frustrated.
There should be a flag on that play, Tristan. That was unnecessary roughness, unnecessary putting on the ground there by the Bryant Hornets, and the referee should have thrown the flag. There's nothing to it.
There was excessive contact there, but the referee, no flag. –
So it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Cabot Panthers as G will hand it off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner just runs into his own offensive line and the defensive line, and he's just got to get him maybe 1, maybe 2 on the play. Tristan, the Panther fans are awful mad here.
Certainly are frustrated.
There was a flag called on the Bryant Hornets. What a momentum shift there for the Panthers, as the Panthers will get almost at the 50. .9:43 left here. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 47-yard line. G will call for the snap, steps back in the pocket, looks, and that'll be
just over the head of his intended receiver there. He was looking for Jake Mowdy there.
Tyler G just couldn't find his receiver there. Be 2nd down here for the Panthers. 9:28 left to go in the first half. Just give it to Kyler Carmack.
It'll be about a gain of 2 there and make it 3rd and 8.
Cabot needs his 1st down to keep the ball out of the Bryant offense's hands. Get some points on the board so the mercy rule does not take effect here, as Bryant has done to many of their previous opponents. G calls for a snap, drops back, looks, the flag does come out. It's probably going to be on the Panthers. It's going to be a false start offense.
And it is a false start on the offense here, Tristan. That'll back him up again, make it 3rd and 13 here with 8:46 left in the 2nd quarter. Bryant still on top of the Panthers, 27-0.
Well, man, I can't blame the Cabot offensive line, because if I was down there, I would want to smack the Bryant D-line too. I want to smack them as hard as I could. 8:46 left to go here in the first half. 3rd and 13 after the penalty. G will call for the snap, drops back, looks, throws it over the middle. That is deep. That is caught. That is going to be caught.
That's Kyler Carmack on the reception. Big catch there for the Panthers.
After the great catch there that Cabot desperately needed, it will be a Cabot Panther 1st down. 8:27 left to go in the first half of play. G will hand the ball off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner finds a hole, but
closes up quickly there.
.756 left to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 8. G will hand the ball off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner finds a big hole. Graham Turner just taking out by legs. He'll be dropped down at about the 20-yard line. Tristan, after that great run by Graham Turner, you know what that will be?
What's that going to be?
A Cabot Panther 1st down.
And that's 2 first downs in a row for the Panthers. They may be gaining some momentum here, some of that second half magic you were alluding to earlier.
7:36 left here in the first half of play. 27-0 is still your score. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 21-yard line. G sends a man in motion here, hands the ball off to Graham Turner. He keeps it himself. He steps, he looks, he throws it. That is a wide open man. That's going to be a Cabot Panther touchdown, Tristan. That's going to be a Cabot Panther touchdown.
And Logan Bell just finds himself wide open there. And the Panthers offense finally has some signs of life.
After the great play made by Tyler G and Tanner Wilson, the Panthers do. After the great play made by Tyler G and Logan Bell, it will be 27-6. PT is up and is good.
Looks like there is a flag, though.
So it'll be another false start called on the Cabot offense.
I think actually that penalty was on the defense there. The ball seemed to move up a little bit.
Could have been. PAT is up and is good. 7:22 left to go in the first half. The Bryant Hornets are in the lead, 27-7. Cabot is down behind by at least 3 touchdowns.
But they have a little bit of momentum here after that score.
We need a big defensive possession here, Tristan, to get a big-time interception or get a big-time turnover to get the ball back to our offense.
The kickoff unit will now trot onto the field here.
So after the Panthers touchdown, the kicking team is out on the field. What a great previous drive that was by the Panthers offense, Tristan.
It was the best drive of the night. Ball just rolls off the tee here. Set it back up.
The wind has kind of been whipping here today in Cabot due to the rain and the weather that we've experienced. So here's the kick. It's a squib. It's another squib kick. Almost rolls out of bounds there. And that'll be returned by number 84 of the Bryant return team. That is going to be...
It's Hayden Schrader on the return there.
This Cabot's kicking team just got a hold of his leg and wouldn't let go. To be first and 10 for the Hornets here is Ledbetter will hand it off here. Be rushed by number 9 from the Hornets, Tanner Anderson.
Appears to be his first carry of the game.
It is his first carry of the game, Tristan. This will be second down for Hornets after the no gain, pretty much the no gain off the run, maybe gain of 3 there. 6:50 left to go in the first half. Ledbetter is calling for a snap. He hands it off once again. That will be to Anderson, and he's just wrapped up. Tries to get back up and run. Tries to tell the referee, ref, my knee didn't hit the ground. After he was thrown, his knee did in fact hit the ground, so run was over. Now Adams does check back into the game.
That was number 97, Jose Lopez, on the wrap-up there.
Ledbetter is the low man in the backfield. Drops back, looks. He rushed by the Cabot defense. He's just going to keep it himself. He'll just be wrapped up. No gain of the first down there. Be a great third down stop. So all defensive line there for Cabot. It's great pressure there. Made to the quarterback there by the defensive line.
It'll make it 4th and 1 for Bryant. As of right now, it looks like they're going to keep their offense out on the field.
You like this call by Bryant?
It's a very aggressive call with a 20-point lead.
Well, they may be trying the merchant rule so they can get out of here early. Ledmaker will call for the snap. Hands it off to Adams. Adams will have the first. He may be short. He may be short.
It's going to depend on the referee's spot here. He's going to be very close.
And I hope it's going to be a first down. He got it by maybe a couple feet there, but regardless, it will be a first down for the Hornets as there's 5 minutes left to go in the first half of play. Bryant is still in the lead by 20. Ledbecker will drop back, looks, throws it over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it as he made contact with the ground.
That was Jake Meters, the intended receiver there, unable to hold on.
So after the incompletion, it will be 2nd and 10 on the 48, 4:36 left to go in the first half. Ledbecker will drop back, looks, steps in the pocket, throws it, and that's going to be incomplete. Just couldn't find a receiver on the pass. So it'll be 3rd down for the Hornets.
Looked like he was looking for number 6, Joseph Young there, just unable to connect.
Ledbecker is the low man of the backfield here. Drops back, looks for the pass, has 2 men over the middle. He'll keep it himself, but he's wrapped up, and he is dropped. What a great 3rd down stop that was by the Panthers. The punting unit does come out on the field here.
Great pressure there by the Panthers. Hayden Matthews eventually wraps him up. Great play.
So the punting unit will come out on the field for Bryant. It's a high punt there. Cairo calls for the fair catch. Be deep in Cabot's own territory here. 30:46 left to go in the first half. Be 1st and 10 on their own 17 for the Panthers, as the wind is whipping here at Panther Stadium.
The Panthers will be looking to keep up their momentum from last drive after that stop.
Justin, do you think we may see another Panther touchdown here on this drive?
I certainly hope so, Tristan.
I certainly do too. G drops back, looks for the pass, throws it, and that'll just be incomplete. That'll be intended for Kyler Cormack there. So it'll be 2nd down here for the Panthers. 3:42 left here in the first half of play. G trying to get his guys down here. G calls for the snap. He will fake the handoff, drops back, looks, throws it to Kyle Rudolph. Kyle Rudolph, ooh, this hit in his knee taken down. Be a 3rd and 10, maybe 3rd and 9 here for the Panthers. 3:30 left to go in this first half of play. Be 3rd and 8 for the Panthers. Tyler G will Try to get something going here for his offense. Try to get a first down here, maybe more. G, low snap. Will throw the ball. That is going to be caught. That is going to be, no, he just couldn't hang on.
It's a little above his hands there.
Well, it looked like he had the ball when he initially made contact with it, but I guess when he went to turn his hands in to secure the catch, then the ball just might have slipped out of his hands, as the ball could have been slippery from the rain that we've been experiencing today.
He was looking for Braden J there.
So the punting unit will come out here for the Panthers. Send a lot of guys out of the punter there. Punt will get a high bounce, but Bryant will return it. So he just run out of bounds there.
It'll be Jake Meters on the return there. Not much for him, though.
The Hornets will take over with 2:51 left in the half. So the Panthers, after a big defensive stop, will come back out on the field here for their next try. The Bryant offense as Adams just breaks one. He'll be down. Looks to gain maybe 4, maybe 5 on the run.
That'll put the ball on the 47 there, Tristan.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 here for the Hornets. 2:25 left to go here in the first half of play. Ledmaker will drop back, looks. Cabot is rushing him, and that he just has a man over the middle. Stiff arm there. So it looks like he won't gain anything there. Maybe 2 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 8 here for the Panthers.
Looks to be a face mask on the Panthers here. That'll give Bryant a first down.
.207 left, 1st and 10 for the Hornets after the face mask call. Maker will call for the snap here. Faked handoff to Adams. He'll throw it. Oh, that is almost intercepted. Great defense there by Cabot.
Almost ended up in the hands of number 11, Kyle McIntyre there.
Kyle McIntyre, another dangerous defensive back that Cabot has in the secondary. 1:55 left to go here in the first half of play. He'll be sacked. There's going to be... Oh, intercepted. That's intercepted. That's Cabot ball. That'll be intercepted. They're calling an incomplete pass, Tristan.
That'll take the interception away there from Ray Spinks. Or Sprinks, I should say.
Well, like he had the interception, but referee's just going to wave it off.
The Cabot faithful are certainly unhappy with that call there.
1:49 left. Ledmaker, low man in the backfield, looks. He throws it, and that will be caught. No, he drops it. So it'll be 4th down here for the Hornets.
He was looking for number 8, Jake Meters there.
This is 4th and 10 here for Bryant. But once again, it looks like they're going to keep their offense out on the field.
Is this too aggressive here with 1:45 left to go in the first half, Tristan?
Well, it could be.
Ledmaker is the lone man in the backfield once again. Calls for a snap. He drops back, looks, throws it. Defense was playing great pressure. And that's going to be incomplete turnover on downs. Cabot will get the football back.
Great coverage there by Carson Attaway.
So Cabot will take possession of the football here. A pretty good field position. With 140 left, they could get some points on the board. Or they have some key momentum going into halftime, Tristan.
Well, we'd love to get some points on the board here with 1:40 left.
Back in that I formation is Cabot. G sends a man in motion. Snaps. Hands the ball off. Graham has about 2, maybe 3 on the play. 133 left. $118 left to go here in the first half of play. Back in that I formation is Cabot. Tyler G will fake the handoff. G looks for a receiver. He throws it deep with this one. That's going to be intercepted, but a flag does come out. A flag does come out.
Just overthrows Kyler Carmack there, and that one's going to be intercepted. We'll see after this flag, though, the outcome.
So it most likely will be pass interference on Bryant. There will be pass interference on Bryant. So Cabot will keep the football here.
That is huge for the Panthers here. Avoided a costly turnover.
Will get us just right outside the 50. So 50 seconds left to go here in the first half. G will snap, looks, throws it, and that will be caught. No, he just overthrew him.
Looking for Jake Mowdy there.
.46 seconds left. The Cabot faithful sure furious with the officiating here tonight.
Appeared to be a little scuffle at the end of that play there.
.27 is your score here. Still Bryant in the lead, second and 10 at the 48 for Cabot. G runs the speed option. He'll fumble it, but he was down. He was down before.
That'll be ruled an incomplete pass.
.40 left here in the first half of play. 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. Not going to call the offsides there on Bryant after the jump. So we timeout here. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back when action resumes here. We're back here. 40 seconds left till halftime. Bryant in the lead, 27-7. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Cabot Panthers at their own 48-yard line. G sends Carmack in motion here. G drops back, looks for the pass. Steps up, he throws it deep. There's a flag on the field. Be rough in the passer call on Bryant.
And I'll give the Panthers an extra 15 yards.
An automatic first down. So with 35 seconds left, Cabot will have a new set of downs here. I don't think the referees reset that yet, so that's why they called the play off.
Cabot was trying to quicken the pace there.
So 35 seconds, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. G trying to get something in the end zone before half. G will hand the ball off to Graham Turner. No, he will keep it himself. Tyler G has a good chunk of yards there.
The clock will continue moving. That'll be a timeout there.
So almost at halftime, Tristan. If you're Coach Reed and all the other coaches for Cabot, you're Tyler G, are you trying to get in the end zone, or are you just trying to run it to play it safe so you don't throw an interception and give up another touchdown before half?
Well, if I'm the Panthers right now, I'm looking for more points. We got to go into halftime with some more momentum. Can't let Bryant run away from us.
That's true. I agree with you 100% that Cabot needs to get some more points on the board and cannot allow Bryant to run away with this one. Cabot is taking the field here after the timeout. "27 seconds here before half. Timeout is officially over. Tyler G calls for snap, drops back, looks, steps up, throws it, and that was going to be caught. That's going to be caught by DeKyle Rudolph.
Great catch on the sideline there.
And he's out of bounds, which will stop the clock here, so Cabot can save their last timeout. Be 1st and 10 at the 20. Cabot needs to get some points on the board here. G drops back, looks, steps up. Oh, he is sacked. Tyler G is injured here, so we will take a break. So as I tend to start quarterback Tyler G, we will take a break. We'll be right back. We are back here after the injury to Tyler G. We hope everything is okay with him.
Carmack will come in now at quarterback.
Time is running down here in the first half. He'll just pitch it to Graham Turner. Graham Turner with a great catch there. He's out of bounds, so that will stop the clock. Gives Cabot just a little bit of time here to get a score on the board before half.
They'll leave 7 seconds on the clock here, Tristan, left in the first half.
They have one timeout left. 7 seconds to get something in the end zone. May need to run a trick play here to get something going as Kyler Carmack will look. He throws it to the end zone. That is going to be caught. No! That was a great throw by Kyler Carmack, but just couldn't hang on. So it'll be 4th and 14. 1 second left on the clock till halftime.
The Panthers will have one more shot to get into the end zone here.
So one more play for the Panthers to get in the end zone before half here. Sends a man in motion. Kyler Carmack looks. Will snap. Rolls. Steps up in the pocket. He will throw it to the end zone. He's just going to overthrow him. So that will be the final play of the first half. The score going into halftime is Bryant 27, Cabot 7. We'll be right back at the start of the second half. As there was a roughing the passer call after the play, so Cabot will get one more chance here to score something before half. And what great field position they have, Tristan.
Looks like we're going to send out the field goal unit here.
This is the final play before half. Cabot will just try to keep the field goal to be behind 27-10. Let's be down by 17 going in the half. Well, they could run a fake here and try to get in the end zone. Snap. Good. Referees wave it off. Timeout will be called by Bryant to get the kicker nervous before he attempts this field goal. Tristan, do you like this field goal call by Coach Reed, or do you want to see Cabot send Kyler back out there at quarterback to get six before half?
Well, I think the field goal call is the right move here. Just get some points, go into half with some momentum.
Well, Tristan, what's the chances that we call a fake and try to get in the end zone?
Well, it certainly is possible here after that timeout.
Kicking unit is still on the field for Cabot. Wave it off once again. Another timeout by Bryant.
Right, really trying to ice the kicker here.
Coach Reed's probably telling his boys, hey, it's the last play before halftime. Let's just push the pedal to the metal and just try to get in this end zone or try to get this field goal to be down by less than we already are. So here we are once again. Field goal unit is still out here for the Panthers. Kick is up and is good. That will be a good So going into halftime, it will be 27-10. Bryant is in the lead. We'll be right back at the start of the second half. Welcome back to the second half of the Cabot versus Bryant game here at Panther Stadium. The Panthers come into the second half trailing 27-10. Many of you saw right before the half, Tyler G went down after a big hit. I've received word that he passed concussion protocol, and he will play again tonight.
That's a great sign here for the Panthers coming into the second half.
Well, even if G couldn't come back, we were still under good hands with Kyle Carmack. Kyle Carmack was throwing some accurate balls before the end of the half. So who knows, we could see both quarterbacks play here tonight.
That certainly is a possibility.
This returnable kick looked like he was tackled by Preston Kiahi.
That's Wilson on the return there.
So the Bryant Hornets will take over on the 33-yard line. What's some improvements that we need to make from the first half in order to win the ball game, Tristan? Because we are certainly not out of it yet.
Well, our offense certainly struggled at the beginning of the first half, but we came alive towards the end, and if we can just continue that momentum, we'll be in good shape.
Bryant will hand the ball off here to Anderson. Anderson around the outside, and he had a great gain of yards there.
Big run by Anderson to the outside.
11:49 left to go in the third quarter play. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Hornets after the big run by Anderson. Quarterback calls for the snap. He'll hand it off to Anderson once again. Anderson bursts his speed around the outside. He is gone once again, but he is tackled at about the 30 to 25-yard line.
May have been a touchdown-saving tackle there. Anderson with a huge burst of speed to the outside.
That's true. That's something you got to limit on the defensive side of the ball if you want to prevent this high-powered Bryant offense from getting in the end zone, Tristan. So it'll be another new fresh set of downs here for the Hornets. As they will throw it there, and that is almost intercepted there, but it will be ruled incomplete. $11:15 left. It will be second down for the Hornets here.
Ball on Cabot's 26-yard line.
Sends a man in motion is Led Hunt. Led Hunt will hand the ball off to Anderson once again. Anderson rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, tries to get around the outside, hits his own receiver, and he's just pushed out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
That'll be Tyler Parks on the tackle there among a sea of other Cabot defenders.
Tyler Parks is a great defensive back when it comes to the tackling game. So it will be 3rd and 9 here for the Hornets. Drops back, looks for the pass, scrambles, throws it, and that's going to be caught. Be caught by number 6 from the Bryant Hornets, that is.
Joseph Young on the reception there, Tristan.
After the pass, it will be a 1st and goal here for the Hornets. The Cabot 4-yard line, 10:30 left to go in the third quarter of play. Bryant is single set back, 4 receivers on the field. Just to hand it off, no, they would throw it. He just pushed out of bounds right outside the goal line, did not break the plane, so he'd be down about the 1. He'll be down about the 1-yard line.
Panthers will be looking for a huge goal line stand here.
As it is 2nd and goal here. Need 2 more stops, because I know this Bryant offense will probably go for it on 4th down if it comes to that. We'll hand it off to Anderson. No, he will keep it himself. He's just wrapped up and denied. He has denied the end zone here.
Great stand there by Cabot.
Be 3rd and goal here. Cabot needs the big-time defensive stop as they got earlier on in this ball game. Tristan, you already know what I think. Do you think Bryant will go for it if they don't get it here?
Well, Bryant certainly has been a very aggressive team thus far, and I would not be surprised if they go for it again if they do not get it here.
Hands it off to Anderson. Anderson will walk into the end zone, so that will be a touchdown, Bryant.
And we'll make the score 33-10.
Up by...
It's a 23-point lead for Bryant here.
with 9:41 left. Still down by 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns and a 2-point. Get 3 touchdowns, go for the 2-point. We could tie the game up. So the kick is up. The kick is good. So it'll be 34-10, 9:41 left here in the third quarter of play. Your Panthers are trailing. I want to point out something. Even if Cabot does lose tonight, Tristan, they're not exactly out of the playoff picture.
They certainly are not. With 2 games left, one against Northside and one against North Little Rock.
We could go to Northside, win that game, and come back here to play our final game, North Little Rock, and win that game. We could be in the playoff hunt, which I looked up earlier before the game and was talking to some of the guys on the football team saying, hey, especially one in particular, Cooper Melder, said, hey, say you lose tonight, are you still in playoff contention? He said, yes, totally, 100%. If we lose tonight, then we still have playoff hopes. We just have to beat either Northside or North Little Rock. So Cabot fans, don't have any shame in the season yet, because even if Bryant does come out with the victory here tonight and continue to be undefeated, Cabot can still make that playoff push that many fans are hoping to see in Coach Reed's first season here as the Cabot head coach.
Well, Tristan, there still is plenty of football left, so the Panthers can come back here.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that the Panthers don't come back. I'm just saying, if somehow that the comeback doesn't happen, then Cabot still has that chance to make the playoffs. So after the return, just a short little return there, Cabot will take over at about the 27-yard line. 28-yard line, excuse me. Tristan, going over some of the things that happened in the first half for those that may not have seen it. Cabot really struggled early on. A lot of flags that should have been called that didn't get called, that many of the fans thought that should have been called. But regardless, here we are, 34-10, as Cabot is in the out formation. G is back at quarterback after the big hit going into halftime. Graham Turner just rumble bumble summon, just gains it about 2, maybe 3 on the play. He'll gain 1 on the play that time, Tristan.
And that'll put the ball on the 29-yard line there.
It certainly will. 9:16 left to go in the third quarter. The rain looks to have stopped here. Well, not necessarily stopped, but it's kind of died down. Not ruining a great football game that we've had here so far, Tristan. Back in that I formation is Cabot. G under center. Fake gives the ball to Graham Turner. Graham Turner tries to break one, carries him on his waist. 8:50 left here in the third quarter. Play will be 3rd and 3 for Cabot. Tristan, if you're Tyler G calling the plays, do you throw it here to some of your receivers, or do you just keep on running it with Graham Turner?
Well, Coach Reed is certainly either way looking to get the first down here. Could be a pass. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a play action here. Fake it to Turner and pass off of that.
Well, it does look like Dante Barker is in at tailback, so could give it to him as the power back he is. As G will snap it, give the ball to Dante Barker. Dante Barker does not get the first down.
Going to be stuffed at the line here. Barker tried to power that one forward.
Bates, would you go for it here?
Well, if it was me, I might go for it here, down 24 points, but it looks like Coach Rady's going to send out the punting unit and just play it safe.
Well, after the deficit that we were behind, I would probably go for it here too, but Coach Reed is a smart coach, so playing this probably has some perks here, as a punt is a good high, deep punt. Oh, he muffs it, and he'll just fall on the ball. That's kind of a, not necessarily a big momentum turner, but just a little itsy-bitsy page of shaking it up there that Cabot could use to flip the momentum to get something going for for their side in the second half. Because, I mean, you talked about it earlier in this game, the second half Cabot magic that Cabot seems to have. We could see some of that here tonight, and Cabot could come back and win tonight's football game.
That certainly could happen, Tristan. That was almost a Cabot Panther football there.
Yeah, it was. Bryant will take over deep in their own territory here. 7:36 left here in the third quarter of play. Calls for a snap. He fakes the handoff, drops back, looks, steps up in the pocket. He tries to run. He breaks one, and he'll be wrapped up. No, he will stay on his feet, but he will be lifted up and dropped down. It'll be second down for the Hornets. They hand the ball off here. Adams has the handoff. He's down at about the 25, gain of 4 there. So it looks to be maybe 2nd and 2 for the Hornets. Excuse me, 3rd and 2 for the Hornets.
Ball on their own 21-yard line here.
Be 3rd down here as they hand it off once again to Adams. Adams rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, breaks 1, breaks 2. He's down. He's at the 40. He'll be brought down and around the 49-yard line. 6:29 left to go in the third quarter of play.
Here we go. Better or line him up again.
Calls for a snap. He bubbles the snap, and he still has it. He looks. He's looking for something, but he has nowhere to go. He just dumps it off there, and that's going to be incomplete. Intended for number 6 on the Bryant Hornets. That is, who is it, Tristan?
That is Joseph Young, the intended receiver there.
Thank you, Tristan, for that confirming call. .601 left to go here in the third quarter of play. 2nd and 10 for the Hornets. There was a flag down. They had an illegal man downfield, Tristan, so that will push the Hornets back some yards. You're passing, you can't have one of those big offensive linemen or illegal men down the field because you'll get called for that 100% of the time. So 6:01 left. The Hornets do have a 2nd and 10 on their own 48-yard line. Quarterback low man in the backfield drops back, looks for a pass. He steps up, throws it. That'll be caught by number 6. He's wrapped down, brought down. No, he stays on his feet. He's elusive and he stays on his feet. That will be, who is that, Tristan Bates? That is
number 6, Joseph Young on the reception.
Thank you for that confirming call. What? 5:37 left to go here in the third quarter play. 3rd and 6. Here for the Hornets. Cabot needs a big stop here, Tristan.
They certainly do.
Yes, they do. They're not going to run it. They're going to throw it here. Rolls out of the pocket, throws it. That'll be caught. He won't have the...
He's going to be very close to the first down here, Tristan.
I can't make the prediction because if I get it wrong, then I'll be 0 for 4 in my predictions. From up here, though, it looks like the short.
Looks like they've given him the first down, although,
What?
Tristan.
So at the 42-yard line, the Hornets will have a first down here, Bates. Do you think that was a first down?
Well, he was certainly very close, but like you said, from our angle, it did look like he came up a little short.
As Adams does break loose. He's dragging Cabot defenders all around. Like he was going to lose a yard or two, but he gained 17 there, Tristan.
Great run there.
It was a great run. Bright here looks. Calls for the snap. Hands it off to Anderson. Anderson just met by a lot of Cabot defenders as he's brought down. He's brought down in the backfield.
That is a huge loss there. Great pressure from that Cabot defense.
There's a huge stop by the Cabot Panther defense. So it'll be 2nd and 16 for the Hornets. 4:10 left to go in the third quarter play at the 31-yard line. Calls for snap, rolls out of the pocket, throws it. That'll be almost batted away, just a little over the defensive line, but that was caught by number 84. Who is that, Tristan Bates?
That's Hayden Schrader there, Tristan.
Thank you for confirming that call. So it looks like the Hornets are back in the red zone here. They spend not a lot of time, but they've scored a lot of points here. Sends a man in motion. Calls for a snap. Hands it off to Anderson. Anderson tries to break, and he will just walk into the end zone there. But there is a flag, so it could be getting called back, Tristan.
It looks like it will be. The Bryant offense is already moving back.
So that would not be a touchdown, Tristan.
Panthers maybe catch a little break there.
Be holding on the Bryant Hornets. So they'll move back about 5 yards. 3:35 left to go in the third quarter of play. 34-10 is still your score. And then moved them back to about the 29-yard line. Excuse me, the 24-yard line. Calls for a snap, drops back, looking, throws it deep with this one. That's going to be caught. It's another touchdown for Bryant.
It's going to be Jake Meters on the reception.
So with 3:28 left to go in the third quarter. Bryant's in the lead by 30, and the score is 40-10. Field goal, the PAT is up and good. So it'll be 41-10, Bryant. After the Bryant score, Cabot will be getting the ball back. Tristan, what a good drive that was by the Hornets.
That was a great drive by this high-powered Bryant offense.
Cabot's going to have to strike quickly. 3:28 left to go here in the third quarter. High kick that will be returnable once again. Fielded at about the 10-yard line. Breaks it around the outside, still going. Right down at about the 35-yard line.
That's Garen Freeman on the return there.
Tristan, what was that? So Cabot does have a 1st and 10 here out their own 35-yard line. Sends a man in motion. G snaps, hands it off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner Graham Turner gets to the 40-yard line on that run, Tristan.
He was rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling there, Tristan.
Thank you for saying that. Lord knows I can't. So with 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter, Bryant is on top, 41-10. 2nd and 6 for your Cabot Panthers at about the 49-yard line. It's in the motion again as G hands it off once again. Graham Turner will just be slowed down, thrown back in the backfield.
Just runs into a wall there of Bryant defenders.
So we'll be third down here for the Panthers.
They're going to need about 6 yards here.
2:12 left to go here in the third quarter. G calls for the snap, drops back, looks to pass, throws it deep with this one. That's going to be caught. That's going to be caught by Kyle Rudolph. Tristan, do you know what that will be?
What is that going to be?
Well, Tristan and everybody else watching, hope you can say it with me. That will be another Cabot Panther first down. So after the great pass from Jesus to Kyle Rudolph, that dynamic duo, they'll have the first down here as they run the reverse. G keeps it. He will throw it. That was going to be caught by Kyle Rudolph. Kyle Rudolph's just thrown down by his face mask. Where is the flag, ref?
Rudolph couldn't hang on to the ball there, but that should have been a penalty at the end there, Tristan. Absolutely unnecessary contact there.
He got thrown down by his helmet. Where's the flag? I'm sorry for getting worked up. It should have been a flag. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We got this.
I mean, that was a great play drawn up there by Coach Reed. Great execution. Just unable to make it work.
1:32 left to go here in the third quarter play. Houston, the man in motion, just throws a quick pass here to Kyle Rudolph. And Kyle Rudolph just gains a short amount of yards here. Be third down here for the Panthers. Do you think G's going to try to throw it again here?
Well, it is 3rd and 6. I would not be surprised if G drops back here.
Dante Barker, the tailback in the backfield. G will hand it off to Dante Barker. Dante Barker just swallowed down there by number 90 for the Bryant defense. Who's that going to be, Tristan?
It's going to be Kyle Green on the tackle. And it looks like the Panthers will go for it here. They'll keep the offense on the field, and it's a smart decision here.
The Panthers should have had a first down on the passes to Kyle Rudolph because it should have been a face mask. Regardless, it'll be 4th and 7 here for the Panthers on Bryant's 43-yard line with 42 seconds left. G drops back, looks, scrambles, throws it to... It'll be an incomplete pass. Cabot's going to turn the ball over. Bryant's going to take over.
It's unfortunate there. Was looking for Braden Jay on that reception.
Brandon Jay is needing help off the field here.
I certainly hope he's okay. He's one of our best offensive weapons.
So after the run there, be 2nd and 4. So the third quarter looks to end here after this play if they get it off. They'll hand it off here to looks to be Anderson. Anderson just tackled at about the 45-yard line. So he got out of bounds. So there's 1 second on the clock here. One more play here in the third quarter. Be a first down for Bryant. Final play of the third quarter here. Hands it off here once again. He'll just be dropped after short gain yards. That'll be the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, Bryant in the lead 41-10. We'll be right back at the start of the fourth quarter. We're back here at the start of the fourth quarter. We'll hand it off to Anderson. Anderson breaks one, breaks another, breaks three, and he's tackled at about the 5-yard line. Calling the hurry up offense here to get another touchdown on the board. 11:51 to play here in the final quarter of the game. It's the most Bryant's quarterback Austin Ledbetter has played all year in the second half. Hands it off to Anderson. Anderson bounces off one. He'll just walk in for another Bryant touchdown. So apparently for the 8th consecutive week, Bryant has mercy ruled their opponent. So after this PAT, I do believe that the referees will call the game. I do believe that's what the referees are telling the coaches now. Looks like Bryant's kickoff team will come out in the field here, so I guess the mercy rule will not be implemented. So implemented here.
It appears the game will continue.
The referees are probably giving Cabot one last chance to see if they can get in the end zone. If they cannot, so they will probably call the mercy rule then. Gonna be another returnable kick. No, it'll just
That'll be a touchback there.
be a touchback.
Freeman unable to get under that one.
So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 20 for the Panthers. .11:30 left to go in the final quarter of play. 48-10 is the score. Bryant up by 38. Hands it off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner just tries to get some, makes something out of nothing, so to speak. So he's 2nd and 9 for the Panthers. Dante Barker is the tailback in with Tyler G. G hands it off to Dante Barker. Dante Barker tries to get something, but he's stopped by the Bryant defensive line.
Great pressure there by the Hornets defense.
Ten 13 left here in the final quarter of play. 3rd and 9 for the Panthers.
Just awaiting the play call here.
Play clock winding down. It's at 4 now. 3, 2, 1. Snap. Tyler G rolls out of the pocket. He breaks one. He's going to just keep it himself. He's just going to be pushed out of bounds here.
It was actually Kyler Carmack there in at quarterback.
Thank you for the correction, Bates. Be 4th and 11 here for the Panthers. Panthers played a hard-fought game here tonight. Like I said earlier, the Panthers are not out of playoff contention just yet. There's a high punt there. And they'll be down in Cabot territory here. So I guess after the possession of Cabot, they're going to keep the game rolling since there's only 8 minutes left here in the game. Bryant snaps the ball, hands it off to Anderson. Anderson around the outside, breaks one, breaks two, still going. He's pushed out of bounds over on the right side there. You hate to see, as a Panther fan, your team get beat like this, but against a good team like Bryant, what do you expect? I mean, it's not a rag against the Panthers. It's just Bryant came into this game undefeated, mercy ruling every one of their opponents, and they expected to do the same here. As it's thrown over the middle, that's just going to be broken up, incomplete.
Well, Bryant certainly is a high-powered team, but Cabot has certainly put up a valiant effort here. Carson Attaway there breaking up the pass. 7 minutes, 30 seconds, and counting now.
Throws it over the middle here. It is caught. Be caught by number 84 for of the Hornets, Tristan. Who is that?
That is Hayden Schrader. on the reception.
Thank you, Tristan. 7:10 left here in the final quarter of play. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Anderson is the running back in the backfield here for Bryant. Rolls out of the pocket, throws it deep with this one. That's going to be caught. Another touchdown for Bryant. You got to think the referees may call it here for the mercy rule.
That's River Gregory on the touchdown reception there for the Hornets.
So it'll be 55-10 with 6:06 left in the game. Fans are starting to leave Panther Stadium. Tristan, Bryant, and Cabot both have played great games here tonight. Cabot next week has an away game against Northside. What from tonight's game that do you think that going into next week, Cabot needs to change during practice this week and really grow and get better at before they play Northside in Fort Smith?
Well, we did play a very high-powered Bryant team here, but certainly tackling was one of the bigger issues tonight. But the offense also at the beginning of the game just couldn't get anything going, and it's really been the tail of the tape so far.
That is true. No disagreeing with you there. Is the offense will come back out of the field on the field for the Panthers. So 4:28 left here in the final quarter of play. The offense for the Panthers will take the field once again.
Carmack will stay in at quarterback now.
Kyle Carmack will run an option play, just pitches it off. Flag will come out. Graham Turner was the back on the carry there. Face mask on Bryant. That'll be a good chunk of yards gained for the Panthers, but quite frankly, this late in the game with this score, it doesn't really matter. Let's look at the positive side, Tristan. So that'll be all down because Cabot's not winning, and Cabot hasn't really played its best game here tonight because they played a really good game. No good to me.
They've shown a valiant effort.
Yes. But against somebody like Bryant, they've mercy rolled their past 7 opponents, and there's nothing really you can do. Anyways, we've had some good players play tonight. So who would be your offensive MVP for tonight?
Well, my offensive MVP is going to be Tyler G. I mean, fighting back after that injury in the second half, finishing out. Great work from him tonight.
Well, in my co-man tradition, I'm going to go with two men on the defense. I'm going to go with I'm going to go with 3 men. Jaden Wiles had a great interception early on, had some great defensive coverage. Preston Kiahi had the fumble recovery. There is a fumble on the play. Anyways, Preston Kiahi, my second defensive player, MVP of the game. Had some great stops as Bryant will get the ball here. Had the fumble recovery after Jaden Wiles' interception. And for the first time this season, I'm going to give it to Carson Attaway. Carson Attaway this season This is more really based on the season effort so far. And when he's played tonight, he's had some great tackles and some great stops and some great breakouts. So those 3 men are my defensive MVPs. So Bryant will take over here. Hands the ball off to run some clock out. He'll be dropped out in the backfield. It'll be number 42.
It's number 42, Hewitt Helton on the tackle there, Tristan.
1:33 left to go here in the final quarter of play. Hands it off once again. Just spins out of the tackle there. He'll be wrapped up. Not really getting a gain of anything there. Just almost under a minute here left in the game. And then we are now officially under a minute of tonight's football game. I want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight for watching Cabot versus Bryant. Don't forget, next week, here, same place, same time, Cabot will be taking on Northside at Northside. Then the week after that, we will be back here at Panther Stadium to take on the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats in the final game of the season. As Anderson gets the ball, he's around the outside. Excuse me. He breaks one. He broke a couple there, and he got brought down.
It's actually Jalen Davis on the carry there.
Excuse me.
And it looks like the clock will run out here, and that'll be the end of this contest.
Well, like I said, next week, Northside. The week after that, back home against North Little Rock. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'd like to thank Mr. Massey, thank Isaiah, thank all the camera crew, thank all the tech crew, thank everybody who came out tonight and watched the thing. And that will be the final buzzer of the game. So for CHTV Sports, I'm Tristan Harlan.
And I'm Tristan Bates.
Good night, everybody, and go Panthers. We hope to see you next week when we take on Northside.